Go on a little early, I guess, huh? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever time you're watching, as always, thanks for watching Common Sense Fishing. So, it's been a minute. I've been popping on here and there as much as I can. Work's been just keeping me super swamped. So, we got an important video tonight to talk about the future of the channel, some things that have happened, and let's keep some positive vibes going, hopefully some prayers, and I'll fill you guys in on what's happening, and hopefully it'll have a positive outcome. I don't know. I just know that I've heard a lot about this, and it's like basically I'm effed. So I hope not, but from what I've heard, anyway. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've got to reach out and start the ball rolling. But anyways, we'll talk about everything, what's been going on, basically, future of the channel, what I plan on doing, how I'm going to evolve and adapt for now. And hopefully, you guys tag along with me through the adventure and we'll get to see some new, different things because of it. So, hey, keeping it real. Hey, now, No Limit Off Road. Nice to see you on. Nice to see everybody on tonight. But yeah, there's just been some things weighing heavy on my heart and like, been a little bit depressing on me, but I don't want to make tonight's show negative. Actually, I want to make it positive. I want to talk about the power of like being able to overcome obstacles, power of good thought, prayers, friendship, support, all that stuff, and just willpower to get her done, you know, just because you have to. So, anyways, we're going to talk. Everybody probably knows already that my daughter basically moved to Oklahoma. She's 15, so I decided to let her. She decided she wanted to try a year over there with her mom. She's been with me since she was born, so it's like, that one's been a tough pill to swallow. But this has been the official first week without my daughter. When I don't even want to go in her room. It's hard. I got my son, and I almost like over love him and over hang out, but to compensate. But and I've got my other two kids too. My other daughter, my other son, and so I try not to let it get to me. But it's the first week, and so it's just been tough. Let's just say that. And this whole last 2 months has been pretty crazy, being that I own my own business and I'm doing heating and air conditioning. So I'm on 100-degree roofs, 107 degrees out. The roof's so hot, you're nearly melting your shoes. Washing coils and stuff, you get your boots and your feet wet, and then your feet cook. All the rest of the day, you got to try to find time to change your socks or something. It can be miserable, brutal. Welding and brazing, changing ductwork out in 150-degree attics, crawling around insulation. It's just a real brutal job, and it's been like 2 months uh, just full of work, which is a good problem to have. So I'm not doing the greatest, but I'm not homeless for sure. So, but anyways, so it's been a tough couple weeks, right? You guys know that. Hell, I'd say it's been a tough couple months. I was smacking 5 pounders, 4 pounders at the Delta, 6 pounders. I was getting freaking big ones. We went to Clear Lake. I was smacking them out of New Maloney's, Pedro, McClure. I was having fun all over the place this last year. Not a lot of big fish. I think a little over six is the biggest fish of the year so far, but just a lot of fun. The videos were doing great up until like summer hit, right? So they slowed down. I used to keep doing these live streams and then they slow down. So I feel bad. I want to make sure we're going to get back, guys. We're going to have a nice big fat giveaway. I have the last month's giveaway. I've still got to send everybody their stuff. So if you haven't got it yet, don't worry. I haven't forgot about you. I still have the gift card, the lures, all that stuff right here. Um, and I'm going to get more stuff too. So uh gonna basically, make sure everyone gets their stuff who's won already, and we're gonna have a big one for August to say thank you to everybody. We're about to hit 2,000 subs soon. So after we hit 2,000 subs, I've had a plan to give away for that. So we'll wrap it up into one big nice one that'll hopefully hit sometime this month or next month, or maybe no more than a month or two away from hitting the goal. And hopefully, if you guys share the video, like the video, comment, we'll be getting more subscribers and we can grow the channel. Because I do not want this to be the end of the channel. So no, I wasn't trying to get clickbait. So what's going on? Is it just my daughter? No, that sucks. That's a huge part of like just stress, like everyone out there deals with shit. Life sucks for a lot of us, and it's great for a lot of us too. And even for those of us who it's great for, life still has those moments where it just puts that heavy rock on your shoulders, that weight. And you guys know what I'm talking about. So like my daughter, that's just as big boulder. There's all kinds of financial stuff, credit card debt. I own my own business. I'm digging myself out of a hole in the things that I had to, to get me through the pandemic years, because I didn't get any help as a business owner with no income or barely any, just trying to grow my business. It was brutal. It wasn't supposed to start like that. I had all my life savings, and I started my business right 2 months before the pandemic hit, and it just wrecked me. So I've managed to survive it, and I'm actually growing now and staying busy, but I'm paying off what I had to use to get through those 2 years, if that makes sense. So there's, like lots of little rocks and loads on there. My daughter being one of the biggest ones. And I haven't been able to do a lot of fishing because of work, right? So I want to get out and fish real bad. And I finally get out the other day, and I went out like a week or two ago. I caught a couple fish. At the Delta was super tough. Went with Virgil. We went out of Frank's track. They had sprayed. The weeds were dead everywhere. The water was like pea soup. We caught like Virgil didn't get a fish. It was crazy. And I got like 7 or 8 with like only one or two keepers. It was so brutal. Um, it was just not really fun. It was hot as hell. So that wasn't really fun and exciting. I had a great time getting out, hanging with Virgil. He's like a brother, so it was cool. But I get to go out now with Mark Nav, and we're gonna meet up at Lake New Maloney's. And this is this Saturday, right? Last Saturday. So Mark and me meet up. Like, yeah, we're out there. See him at like 6 something in the morning. Go shoot over. He's got a 3 pounder and a smaller little guy or something already. So I start, trying to catch some. We get a dink, after a while. Catch a few more dinks, and then we split up, catch a couple more. But I'm going to smash across the lake, and I get the beep of like the beep, like, okay, I have a low oil indicator and I have a 4 stroke. So I have to put oil in the back when it gets low. And I keep it at a certain level. And I always try to keep it at a certain level, but this time I had managed to let it get a little low. So I have a little beeper. It's got a indicator. So I stopped instantly. Womp, put it down. All right, went back there, let it chill for a second, put the oil in there, closed it back up, went to go, and as soon as I turned my key, beep, oh no. Tried to let it cool down. Half hour later, beep, same shit. So I had to take my trolling motor to get us into the ramp. I trolling motored the boat on. I got the boat home. Next day later, try to kick it over just to check, and same thing. Beep, and it's real loud too, and it's not what do you say? It's not the low oil beeper. It's like the overheating beeper, I think. And I'm like, everything was working in it. It wasn't sounding rough, driving rough. I've had the boat for 3 years. It sounded perfect, felt perfect, and just instantly. Psh. So I felt, might have been something electrical, maybe the pump, oil pump, or because the oil level got low, so the float tripped. Okay, good. So I parked, and I'm hoping it's something like the float is stuck, maybe. I don't know. All I know is that it's got the beep of death. That like I've heard everybody say that like it's your boat's jacked when it starts doing that. Especially if it keeps doing it. I don't know. I don't know much about boats, but it just freaks me out. It pissed me off. I don't have the money for it at the time. And just when I needed the damn outlet, when I wanted to make the videos for the channel, we've been lagging on videos. Now the boat may potentially have a fatal um, engine issue. I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's nothing crazy. Hopefully, it's something like the oil level float, something plugged, something that can be fixed easy. You know, there's a little switch that popped that can be reset. I don't know, but I know that worst case scenario, I'm effed big time, like new motor effed, and I have no way can I afford that right now. So if that happens, and that's the case, I hope it's not, but if it does, I'm going to be relegated to like bank fishing, fishing out of a raft, fishing from shore, you know, at the lake. So, I mean, I'm still going to do my videos. I'm still going to do tips and tricks, whiteboard videos. I'll go out to the lake from the shore, show people how to catch them from the shore like I used to do and I always done before I had a boat, you know. Um, it's just frustrating to put 2.5, 3 years into this channel and then to have like basically a heart attack for the channel or the boat. You know, the boat's like the lifeblood. I mean, I am obviously. That's why I'm still going to do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're still going to do giveaways. I'm still going to do how to's, tips, and tricks. I'm still going to try to get like some guests in here. We're going to read some comments here in a second. I'm going to still try to beef the channel up. I just don't have a lot of money to put into it, especially I got to worry about the boat now. So I'm hoping that it's something small that I can get it fixed and then be back on the wagon soon, in which case then it'll just be a hiccup and this will just be a but just at this moment in my life with 2 years of just paying for everything on my end, as far as like my wife pays for a lot too, she's great. I'm talking about like just no job and having to literally legitly make up your income to pay, you know, mad bills every month is stressful enough. And I love working for myself. It's just there's those challenges, you know, and I'm succeeding too. I'm growing. It's just this is a very bad time to get to pull out of, right? That I'm getting myself out of. And then for this to happen just frustrates the hell out of me because I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be all right. And, you know, I got my own business and I can always make money and work. And, you know, there's other jobs hell I could do part time even, anyways. But I know that I'll always be okay like that. It's just that this damn boat, like I don't mind a little repair here and there, but if it's what I think it is, then this channel may be without a boat for a year or two. Shit, if I can, you know, maybe not that long, but it could be. I mean, it could be. I have no clue. It could be sooner. It could be later. Um, but hopefully the boat doesn't have the fatal flaw and it's just something simple. We get it back on the water and then it'll be just one hiccup, basically a curveball that life throws at us. And it's how we deal with them, right? So I'm not going to throw in the gloves. I'm not going to throw in the towel. You know, I'm going to adapt and morph. So what we're going to do here is in the meantime, so my game plan is going to slightly change. First of all, I've got to get the boat into the shop, find out what the hell's going on, what's it going to cost, what's happening, and then secondly, make a decision from there. But while that's happening, I don't want content to lack. So I got two videos. I've got one at the Delta where I've got like 7 or 8 fish and it was dinky, but there's a lot of fun in that. And I try to give some tips and tricks. So I'm going to release that. Even if it's a shitty video, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to edit it, break it down, release it. Then I've got the trip at New Maloney's, which is even worse, probably, you know, 4 or 5 little dinks, struggled to catch some fish. It's just brutally hot, and then the motor blowing up, which I didn't get on video. I was ultra depressed and didn't want to record any of it. It was in a real bad mood. Like I was cool. I had my son with me. I didn't cuss. I kept it calm, but inside here there was a storm going on. You know, inside here and here, and there still kind of is. It's just stressful, you know. Um, so the game plan, and in the meantime, for the next couple weeks, going to be to do some bank fishing. I'm already going to set some up because I just got to de-stress anyways, with my own business, with bills, with life, with just shit, that just gets thrown at you. You got to relax. And I haven't been taking any days off really, other than one random one here or there, like, and then what I taking my daughter to New Mexico to drop her off, which trust me was not like a day off. It was bad up here. Um, been like working 50, 60 days in a row. It's crazy. Haven't had no time. So I can't wait. I'm gonna just say screw it, set a couple days aside, and I'm just gonna go do some bank fishing. I might go to the ocean for God's sake to get out this damn weather and go do some surf fishing and record it, whether I catch shit or not. I just might have to ask everybody on Facebook, hey, if I'm going to go shore fishing, where's the best spot to go? What's the best thing to throw to catch something for entertainment purposes for you guys, for me to have some fun, where it's legal, safe, and good. We'll go do something like that. So I'm gonna still be focusing on that, but in the next few months or next few weeks, let's say, sorry, not even that, I'll get a better picture on what the future looks like with the boat. Hopefully, we jump back into it. We can even do some tournament fishing soon, get everything fixed up on the boat. But right now, it's just it'd be great to have it back and get back onto the water, get to de-stress and relax, and then do some more breakdown videos. The boat is just really helpful in being able to explain and show things from being on the water's edge perspective. And now that I look back at it too, I wish I had used it more to take some of my time when I fish to actually sit down in a sense and point things out and show how to break stuff down and with what, and or at least the thought processes and potential and possibilities, what to look for, kind of highlight spots and areas and how to move and check in between them, waste too much time. And, what lures to throw during what conditions, do some stuff like that. And sitting in the boat pointing at the stuff is just is way easier than sitting on the shoreline trying to point it out. But anyways, for the next foreseeable future, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get out there, de-stress. I need to get on the water. I'm going to put out, some shore videos. I'm sure I'll probably fish with a couple buddies too in the back of their boat, so we'll shoot some video like that. But I'm going to release the 2 videos that are not, in my opinion, very entertaining, but they probably are actually. If I looked at it as if I edit the right parts and catch the fun moments and the explanatory stuff and the wildlife and the good scenes and shots instead of focusing on fish after fish, and then put obviously fish in there, but I only have like 7 or 8 fish. So, and it doesn't need to be an hour long too, be a 15-minute video, right? But anyways, so I'm going to release that one and the new Maloney's one with my son. It just broke my heart, with the boat going down like that. So anyways, let's read some comments. We'll jump into it. So I'm glad you guys showed up tonight. Thanks for hanging out with Common Sense Fishing. And like I said, we're going to have a big giveaway coming up for August. That it's late, so sometime this week we're going to give another couple of gift cards away. Especially members. We're gonna have a double members giveaway for you members sticking by me, sticking by the channel. For all of you that have been supporting, that's a big deal to me. And then all the viewers too, that just, even if you're not a member but you usually try to show up, you leave a comment, you guys are awesome. And even if the ones of you guys that drop in every near and there and only watch a minute or two, I very much appreciate everybody. At least so far, I don't have too many people commenting on my videos talking real negative. Because believe me, I wouldn't remove them. I just leave them there and interact with them and be like, hey, man, why you going to be so mean? Or something like that, or just let them troll and just roll with it, whatever. I'm cool. I got thick skin, But anyways, so whatever prayers you need, I'll pray for you for sure. Appreciate it. Lucas Edwards, Mad Bass, nice to see you on tonight. Again, Ray, keeping it real and no limit. Thank you. Ronald Roquemore, yes, good evening. Michael, how's it going? Yep. Hello, Mike. Number one, fishing is when everything else is done. If you do it backwards, life gets twisted up. You got it right there for sure. That's why it's been a couple of months of some tough stuff. But you guys stick with me. The channel will grow. I'm going to grow, and I'm sure the company's going to grow. I have more free time eventually as I get bigger and better. I can hire more people and get things going. But right now, it's just a real tough part for me. And you're exactly correct. So, other than family, is also number one. It's a balance between the two. But I make sure I do like stuff with them for the 1 or 2 days I am off. I'm not hanging with friends or going even fishing. I'm with family most of the time. And then, yeah, I'm just working, from 7 in the morning to sometimes 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I'm working 6, 7 days a week. But yeah, I want to succeed. I'm going to get there. And that's how you achieve your goals, because you can't just cry and whine and hope the world's going to just give it all to you easily, right? So I'm not giving up. I'm going to definitely dig in and try my hardest. And I'm not going to try. I will, right? That's the mentality, is I'm going to succeed. It just might take a little bit longer, right? It's just not going to be instantaneous. So whatever happens with the boat is going to happen, and I pray that it has a simple, easy, less expensive outcome. But whatever happens, happens, and we're just going to have to deal with those cards as they may, and cross that bridge one at a time. You know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully I didn't, but maybe. He said, "No, we take mine out." Appreciate it, Mario. Yep, I'll still be on shore. I'll be fishing if I have to, and from shore or wherever, doing all kinds of crap. We'll go bait fishing. We'll go bank fishing for carp, catfish, bass. We'll go like lure fishing. Well, I'll have my two stamp rods, so I'll have a rod out with like some chicken liver for big old cats over at like the old LB reservoir, and then throwing something like a big ass stick bait for giant striper, or an LV 500 where you can catch striper or bass or almost anything out there. Hit the LV 500. There's just a lot of like snags and crap and grass and weeds, but or a jerk bait, big nice jerk bait, with the big heavy action rod, bomb it out there a mile. Go catch some big old fat stripers or bass, because you can get the bass too. So, what's up, brother? Yeah, in a minute. Hold on.
I use it.
Yeah, in a second. So, but yeah, hopefully I didn't. Here, you can take it. Oh, here. Hopefully I didn't seize it, but I may have. Unfortunately, I don't know how. It just did it during driving. Then, like I said, maybe it was low on oil enough to seize it, but it shouldn't have, because other than a heat indicator, I also have a low oil. So if my thing gets any wet low and you look in there, there's still oil. But if the level gets low enough, it beeps at you as well. And so it's odd, I'm like that. It just did it out the blue, like that. And I don't know. Feel dumb if I did seize it. That'd just be some stupid ass shit on me for not checking my oil level properly. But yeah, that'll be a tough lesson, wouldn't it be, for everybody? Learn off of my stupidity. I tell you what, shit. So we'll find out if it can be unseized, right? Probably not. We'll figure out what it needs, what it's going to cost, what the boat will take, or what I should do with it. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna get some shore fishing going on. Like I said, we're gonna try to get some guests in here, spruce up the place. There's all these boxes. I'm investing in all kinds of other stuff. Plus, I've got a bunch of work stuff, parts and tools and things all strewn out. It's summertime, copper and crap. So it's been a crazy 2 months. So as soon as I get some breathing room, we'll get things straightened up here. We'll be having Like I said, tips and tricks, whiteboard videos, breakdowns, Google Maps, stuff like that. We'll also be basically doing, like I said, shore fishing, pond hopping, get back to the basics until I can get things situated. And then if I get invited in the back of other people's boats, you guys will see that. So I'll record everything still. We're going to be sharing the adventures, and then we'll find out what the hell happens together. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me, sticking with the channel. And like I said, it's going to be an interesting next couple of weeks and months, and find out how this is going to progress. Is it something that's fixable and cheap and easy, and am I just tripping and over sweating it, or am I most likely screwed like I think I am? And then if so, how bad am I screwed? Can I rebuild or replace partial, full, what that, or do I just scrap it all and then wait a couple years until I can afford to get a new one? And then be like, I'm back, BZs. By then it'll be like too late. Everybody will have like live scan 4.0. They'll be able to like see the bass, and they'll be like, psh, ha. Everybody's throwing giant 10-inch swim baits, catching monsters, watching the fish and stuff. Like, there's a giant 100 feet that way, 7 feet down. Cast and let your bait sink for 7 seconds. Like, shit you would never know. You just got your traditional radar. I think I'll throw a jig, and then you're bottom bouncing, and big ass just swimming right over your stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever you're chucking swim baits all day, there's monsters down there. Someone's throwing jigs and watching them. Fishing's getting pretty crazy. It's pricing out the average Joe. If you're going to be a professional or even semi-pro, you want to fish in the future pro tour circuit. You want to fish against a lot of these guys. These guys, even the ones that do mediocre and that don't take home money, have some of the best gear. And some of the guys that win the money don't. Gear doesn't guarantee you're going to win or that you're going to catch fish, but it sure as hell helps. So it'll be interesting. I'll be back to my roots if I have to be for a minute. Question will be, look, life knocks you down. You get back. If I do get knocked down pretty hard, back up, it'll be how long and in what fashion, right? So will I be back? Will I be back in the kayak? Next thing you know, it's Common Sense Fishing Kayak channel. Like, oh shoot, I go all fully kayaked out and throw in the truck, and I become kayak master ninja warrior, and I drive to all the kayak spots and then start kayak tournament fishing, tie a little bandana on my head like Rambo and get all into it. I'm Sambo, the kayak fisherman. Yeah. Whatever, man. Either way, I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to let this get me down too hard. It's part of what I'm going through here, all that shit. So if you guys wonder why, if I'm this way or that way, or if I've missed a thing or two here or there, or why there's not been a lot of videos coming out lately, because I do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then hell, back in the days, I'd have videos coming out 3 times, 4 times a week, 2 times a week minimum. Sorry. Hello? Yeah, I'm home. All right, bye. That's my brother telling me to go tell my son that he's going to be back on Fortnite here in a second because his kid knocked his internet connection out. I'm like, oh my God, all right, whatever. Do I install home generators? No, unfortunately, I don't. There's a level of electrical there that is best done for our electrician. I know how to, in a sense, and I probably could, but like, unless it was me installing my own, I wouldn't really charge someone to do it because I wouldn't want to experiment on their houses. It would be my first one being installed. But I know I can wire side stuff, do all the crap. It's just when it comes to hooking into live electrical, I don't like doing that. Because you got to hook, you got to either have PG&E come in and shut the power off to your house, so that when you hook your generator up into your panel, you don't get cooked. So, but there's guys that do it live. They don't care. They know how to. They'll literally do it live, meaning they'll just have the right insulated high voltage tools, and then they'll usually have insulated high voltage gloves, insulated high voltage boots or knee pads, elbow pads, and usually won't. They won't have any jewelry on. They know what's up. Work on super high voltage, and then just slip wires in. You know, they can loosen the connection live with 400 volts or whatever going through it, 240, and then pop a wire in it live, and then tighten it down. Crazy dudes, but I'm not that crazy. I know how to, but I just don't want to. That's not my trade right there. So I appreciate it though. I would just recommend a good electrician. There'll be ones that can help you with that for sure. Boot or new boot, we will follow you. Well, I appreciate it. I already read that, but thanks, man. That's what I'm getting at here. Is that I might get a lot of people that are just like, oh, he's not in a boat no more. He can't tell me where he's fishing tournaments, or I can't follow his spots, or whatever. I don't know. You never know. So I just know that I'm going to try my best to keep it entertaining, keep it fun, keep it educational, share what I can, and take you guys along. You guys will get to see the journey. If I do get a new boat, maybe you can help me pick out a new one. If I fix this one up, you guys can give me all the advice you want, whatever, or chastise me for whatever dumb shit I might have done. But hopefully it works out positive and I can get back out on the water rather quickly. Hey, love you, buddy. But you never know. If not, like if I can't get on my boat on the water soon, shit. If anything, I'll take my boat to like McClure and drop in Eastman and drop in that bitch and just trolling motor around. Just have ultra trolling motor batteries charged up, and I'll just troll my happy ass around and fish like as if I was on the shore and just fish a real small, just real slow, just chill and just fish real slow, or just fish like as if I'm on land. Tie my boat up to something, go drive up to a buoy, tie up, and then fish all around for like an hour, and then be like, okay, and then go tie up to something else, or just beach my boat, boom, go find, and then chill and hang out and fish like I'm on it. And then if you don't catch anything after a while, just troll the motor to the next. It work. You could better believe that. I'm gonna make it happen, but it'll be interesting. Let's just say that. So, morning, you guys. you know, Probably gonna be some funny videos. Probably gonna be some shore videos, pond videos. Um, I might connect with some of the older homies that are shore fishermen. I've fished with them a couple times, but life being so busy, now if I'm not fishing on a boat, I'll go fish on the shore with the guys if they want. I know a bunch of different spots, and I got a bunch of different homies that shore fish, so we'll figure it out. I'm gonna make sure that I stay entertained and fun. Go jump in and do some swimming, do some fishing and fun, where we're like go out and fish for most of the day, swim an hour, and then like go campfire and s'more and condense that into a 10-minute awesome fun time, 15-minute video, sharing the cool memories and moments, the best of. Um, because not every video has to be like a how to or this is what our tips and tricks. Sometimes too, I think it's great to just share an adventure. You know what I mean? Like here I am, we're gonna go out over this mountain yonder. We're gonna do this dumb shit here. We're gonna start a fire over there. Hopefully, we're not gonna burn the mountain down. We're gonna be smart. Um, Probably break all kinds of rules and laws, not knowing it, because just whatever. I'm not a bad guy, but screw all that. Too many damn rules and laws as it is. They say that like it's almost impossible to the average Joe to go a day without committing a felony. They just may not know it's a felony because there's so many asinine rules and laws on the books. Look, I'm not gonna rob, rape, murder, steal, cheat. I'm not gonna. All right, I'm gonna be out there getting bent, you know, cooking s'mores over a fire or something. And no, I won't burn the mountain down, you know, type of stuff like that. That's what you see for me shore fishing, getting into some fun and some adventures. Maybe do some salmon fishing. You know, the old Nimbus Dam, that was one hell of an experience. I don't know if they still do that when the salmon come running up the Nimbus Dam, up the Russian or American River or whatever that is, right up to that big old Nimbus Dam right there, and it gets blocked off, and then there's just like a river that, comes right out of that, and the salmon just bottleneck right there, and they can't make it any further past that into Natomas or Folsom, and they just get billions of them stuck right there. And every year, dudes will straight fight each other, knock each other out, and get into big old brawls over salmon right there. It's so funny. It's crazy. The Russians, the Asians, they'll be like different segregations of like races. Will be like all grouped together, or they'll come up in one big group and spread out. So you'll have like 20 Russian, you know, 20 Asian dudes there, 20 black dudes, 20 white dudes, right? Everybody's just mixed in fishing, but when a fist fight, it's usually one group of guys versus another group because somebody messed somebody up, lost their fish or screwed them up or did something dumb, and they get frustrated and pissed. It's crazy to see seeing dudes punching each other and throwing each other in the water, and, all kinds of crazy shit. So that would be one. I don't know if they do that anymore though. Like I haven't done that in a long time. I'm talking that was when I was like 17, 18, 19 type stuff. So I don't know, but that would be epic to go catch that on video. Don't get myself thrown in. Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Just trying to get me some biz. No, I really appreciate it. Any word of mouth, anybody ever needs any HVAC help, you guys know I'm the man to call. I take good care of you guys. I have basically some of the cheapest rates. I know that there's probably a couple guys that are cheaper, but most, if not all, or most of them are more expensive. But that's not even my main thing. Is I'm honest. I'm good at what I do. I take pride in what I do, and I treat people right. I give little discounts or things. I'm not like a real because every company I've ever worked for, every little thing you do, you're going to charge for. There's a wire melted, and you got to cut the wire, strip it, and put a new connection on. You're charging $60, $40 for that, and it could take you 2 or 3 minutes and 50-cent part. And then you're changing a part out, and that was like connected to that part. So now it's two repairs. Or say there's three parts that went bad, and they're all like 30, 40, $50 parts, whatever, and the company charges 200 to $300 or $400 to replace them. They're bam, bam, each one. I'll usually throw one of them in for free if the machine's that busted up. It sucks. I mean, I got family and bills to pay, and so I treat people right. I have all 5-star reviews. I have one that's like a 4-star review that makes me have a 4.9 on Angie's List, but Yelp and Google are all 5-star, 100% across the board. So I try to take care of folks. Hell, a couple of my reviews aren't even from customers; they're from people that when I was two of them. It's crazy. In 1 year happened, a couple months apart, but I come across people that lock themselves in their car or lock themselves out of their car and their keys running in the ignition and they're stressing and they're like, I don't know what to do. And I have this like perfect size wire gauge. I think it's like 10 or 8 solid wire that's in the Romex. So the orange would be 10 and I double that up. So I'm thinking that's what I use. It's like the perfect coat hanger. It's like a coat hanger wire. So I double it up and it becomes stiffer and I'll use a screwdriver or something. They'll let me, I'll tell them, hey, you might have a little chip paint right here, a little dent right here. They're like, do it, please, or whatever. And even then, sometimes I could do it without leaving the scratch. And I'll bend it slightly, sneak the little wire in, and pop the little unlock button and save the day. 2 people, and these ladies, both of them were girls. One was a black lady in probably mid 20s early 30s, and then the other one was two ladies like in their probably early 40s or something, and they were all hysterical, like stressed out, and so I got 5 stars from both of them. I didn't charge them. Didn't know they tried to pay me. I was like, no, no. And one of them took like almost an hour or two to get, like 40 minutes. They almost gave up. I was like, trust me, I got it. I'd almost got it like twice. I was like, I know I'm almost there. I had to bend it and then readjust it. Boom, got it. Because they were gonna have to wait like 8 hours or some insane thing for for a thing. It was like on a Sunday, and I was working. Obviously, I work weird ass. Like I said, I work all the time. So the nearest person was like a long ways out from someone coming. I'm like, your car's gonna run out of gas before that happens. Something like that, or overheat, crack your engine. I don't know. I don't know if your car, not that old, a car probably has some safety things in it. If it just sat there and idled for 8 hours, what it would do. I don't know. Anyways, that stupid question. That's not fishing related. Sorry, I was going down a tangent right there. Mine's a little bit fried from a couple months of freaking work. The kid, the boat now. It's like, ugh. But I'm all right. I'm decent at letting stress kind of roll off like rain and just, okay, chill. It doesn't hurt to have a little Casper, the friendly ghost, hanging around. It makes you not so scared. Yeah, exactly. Good karma. So hopefully I've got a bit of that saved up. So knock on wood that this boat issue can be resolved without an arm and a leg, or that if it is an arm and a leg, that it will lead to a positive, that when one door closes, another door opens, and that it'll lead to some positive experiences doing some shore fishing stuff, focusing the channel in different directions temporarily, doing some other fishing, doing a lot of bass fishing still, but maybe doing some stuff in a kayak or a raft, doing a lot of shore fishing, other back of boat fishing, maybe even just some whiteboard tips and tricks, breakdowns, Google Earth videos, stuff like that. Some of my tackle box breakdowns. You know, every month we're going to be having our giveaways for sure still. We're going to be doing these live streams, and I'm looking to get people sitting in here hanging out with me. So even if I haven't been fishing, I can talk with somebody who's maybe been fishing 2 or 3 times that week and pick his brains. Okay, well, how is fishing in the lakes or rivers or delta or wherever you've been? And then what lures have you been catching them on? And what speed retrievals? Has there been any tips? I'm not asking you to give away your gold, right? Like what exact lure, what this and that, what color, or what spot on the spot. But can you give the audience some tips on like how you broke the place down, or how did you figure it out, or help them catch some fish, right? And so I think that it's going to be some positive things. I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to keep trying hard and not give up. And like I said, I think the channel will be all right. I know I'll be all right. Um, it's just been a tough couple weeks, that's for sure. So that way you guys understand where I'm coming from, or what's been going on, and then can bear with me in the weeks and months ahead, as we might have some different changes, right? As we might have a change in tone and what kind of videos are coming out, or how I'm putting them out. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit more wildlife experience, fun, outdoor conversation, education, entertainment mixed with obviously fishing. And I want to catch fish, but I also want to maybe open the door to a little bit more of my personal self, or like my friends, the spots that I'm fishing, the beautiful scenery without me talking and yapping for a minute. And you see some birds and see some fish and some sea lions if I'm at the ocean or something, right? Or I'm at a river. We'll go up and do maybe some trout fishing in the streams and walk the streams, bend the hooks in, and then use some MEPS, because you can't use barbed stuff. So one of the ways to get around that is just bend the barbs down, and throw MEP inline spinners and stuff like that, and walk the streams. Great way to catch like 50 fish a day if you want. great thing to teach a little kid. You can take a little kid out there. You got to watch for some of the overhanging branches, but some great spots where there won't be a lot of cover. You can make some decent casts. It's just a little stream. You wear some water shoes so you don't step on anything sharp or anything like that. We can do some stuff like that. Greg Blanchard Jr., right? Yeah, exactly. Or how about Greg Blanchard Sr.? All right, I'm like, or Greg Blanchard the second, and like two of them, like like I ate Greg Blanchard, big fat guy in a raft or in a kayak. Exactly, though. I think a little bit of a change up, maybe, because most of my videos have been an introduction, maybe a couple tips and tricks, followed by just a bunch of fish catching video, maybe something funny or crazy that happened, and an outro. So I think some more of the wildlife, some more scenery, some more of my thoughts and inflections on what I'm using, why I'm doing what I'm doing, even if it doesn't work, right? Like, I feel like when I go to edit my videos that's the stuff you don't want to see, and I focus on the action. And with this will maybe give me a chance to find the gem in the rough, right? And focus in on cleaning that up and bring in a nice, entertaining, fun um, adventure to you guys and gals, and some occasional tips and tricks always. I don't think I know it all, but if I have something to share and it might help somebody, great. And as always, if you guys have something to share, leave a comment in any of my videos. I don't think I know it all, and I don't think anyone else knows it all. I think we all have great insight we can share. So I don't mind any positive, constructive criticism, hell, even negative criticism, whatever. I could take an insult. I got thick skin, but like I said, if you want to leave some tips and tricks of your own, feel free in the comment section. When I do a video, let the viewers know if you've got a different way of doing it too. That's a great thing. Awesome little community here. By the way, I'm also going to be doing the toy drive again, but unfortunately, I don't have a boat, so I don't know how far that's going to go. But we've got a couple of bikes and we've got a couple bags of toys, so we're going to take care of a few families for Christmas this year. I don't know if it's going to be the big shindig that it's been the last couple years, but we'll bring you guys along for the fun as always. And we got some entertaining things coming around the corner. And I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty sure, like, I know life's going to work out financially for me. I'm working hard as long as I don't injure myself and screw, knock on wood, screw my career up, like type shit with like a DUI. Right? It would either be like a DUI where I couldn't drive anymore, right, or I get like fall off a roof and break my back and I can't walk anymore. Then I couldn't do my HVAC job, but I could be a teacher. I could work anywhere else. I would instantly be back on my feet in a sense, like no pun or pun intended, right? But if I ain't dead, I'm not giving up. But there could be a couple. There would only a few things that would kill my career. Other than that, I know that I'm going to succeed and I'm working hard and I'm doing good. It's just going to be, where does this adventure, like, how does it play out in the next couple years, right? So hopefully we'll get some more subscribers. Share the video for you current people who are hanging out and watch. If you get a chance when you're watching the old videos, leave a comment, leave a like. It always helps too that if I'm slow and there's not a lot of content, I've got almost 500 videos with so much awesome content for double digits, 8-pounders, 6-pounders, people falling in and losing stuff, and jokes and laughs and drunkery and fuckery galore, as far as just crazy fun times being stupid, right? We also have lots of educational stuff too, like where I'm breaking things down. We have a cool couple cameos. We have Nick the Informative Fisherman on a couple videos. We got Matt Frazier on videos. We got Ryan Cook on videos. So if you guys find yourself, a little bored of the content, go back and look through the library I I'd say, and that may get the YouTube algorithm to finally pick some of my old stuff out and start pushing it to people too, because my videos only go as far as YouTube lets them go, and then as far as they are. So if they're not that good and people don't want to watch them, then that's what it is. Sometimes I think I have some great videos that just don't get a chance to get seen by many people. So like I said, if you guys get a chance, leave a comment, leave a like. Interacting with the page is the best way to help it grow. Hopefully we can grow, get a lot more people, but that's like the plan for the next couple weeks here. Do some shore fishing, maybe even some just barbecuing and hanging out with like a trout pole out, and I'll record it and talk about stuff to you guys. We'll live stream from the lake like that, where there's maybe not a lot going on, but we can have an actual conversation. I can show you guys the beautiful scenery. We'll barbecue, we'll talk, we'll joke, we'll have a great time. I'll put some smiles on some faces, and hopefully you guys will put some smiles on mine, right? We'll have laughs and good times, give out tips and tricks, talk amongst each other. It's a great little group we got here, so stick with us. I think there's some good stuff coming up. I just wanted to keep you guys informed on what's going on. I do like and appreciate the well wishes. I'm not an attention whore or nothing, but it's got to a point. I don't usually talk to people and stuff, but where it's just eating me up somewhat inside, and I just want people to know, if I seem a little depressed, down, or just not on as usual, there's these things that I'm dealing with, right? But we all have them in life, and I'm not a complainer in the sense I'm not trying to make excuses. I just want to explain, that's all, so everybody knows what's going on. And stick with us. The channel's got some great things coming. I don't plan on giving up by any means. And then by one door closing, hopefully just another one is opening, and this will be an opportunity for me to show you guys a whole nother side of what this channel could be like, a whole nother possibility of the kind of fun stuff that we can get into and go explore together while we're not in a boat. Or what does someone do when you don't have a boat? And then better yet, right? So most people, they've either never had a boat, wish they had a boat, or they got a boat, right? And they always have a boat, or they'll have another boat, but when you go from boat to boatless, like, how does that feel? How does that affect your fishing? How is it going to change? Because I guarantee you, I'm used to doing so many things that I could do in a boat that when I fish from ashore, my tactics are going to have to change, or I'm going to lose a ton of tackle, and I got to be very careful on how and what I fish where. And I'll explain my principles of that with you guys in these videos, so that you guys, if you shore fish, if you struggle with stuff, that you can learn from my mistakes or from my past experience. Because I have shore fished since I was, let's say, 10, 12 years old, all the way up to like 26 to almost 30. Only had a boat for like the last 10, 11 years. So, and even then I've only had a boat now for 3, and then I had one 4. So I've owned a boat for like maybe 6 or 7 years total in the past 10 years. So I've had 2 boats in my life, basically, 2 decent ones, or, just an old beat up Champion Bayliner that I rocked for about 4 years, and this Nitro that I've had for almost 2.5 now. Yeah, almost 3 years. And so, it's a new chapter, a new page potentially, or just maybe a speed bump, right? So how do you deal with the speed bump or curveball? We'll make some adaptations in the meantime with our videos, so I still have some content coming out. I'm going to put out this, like I said, this last 2 videos, I'm going to put out some stuff that I think is more personal, more fun, more real, more fishing, like you're along fishing with me, and less chopped up as much. Wasn't as good a trip fishing, but we had some good times. So I'm going to share those good times with you. We're going to post that video when I normally wouldn't post this kind of video, just out of like, I hate getting my butt kicked like that. But I think it's about time. I think I've posted a few of them, but in the off chances when it does happen, they're very rarely. I don't usually always share it. Maybe 50% of the time I might post a video where I only catch 3 or 4 fish and even say, hey, I got my butt kicked. or I only got one fish. But I'm not gonna post a skunk video. That would be kind of like weird or pointless. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. But I think it wouldn't be as weird or pointless if I talked and I explained and I fished and I cast and I showed the beautiful scenery and how I'm angling and what I'm doing, so that maybe if at the end of the day I don't catch anything, you guys can help share what I might have been doing wrong and what I could try different next time. Or you could see that, damn, okay, you threw a bottom mount, a Texas rig, you threw a drop shot, you threw a top water, you threw a crankbait, you threw this, you threw that, you threw a swim. You threw parallel, you threw 45, you threw 90, you fished cover, you fished fast, you fished slow, and you fished a lot of each different way. So instead of two casts fast, two casts slow, two casts purple, two casts green, two casts square bill, two casts worm, type thing, and changing all day, never really giving anything a fair chance, that can also be a bad thing. But, give something a fair share and still get your butt whooped. I think it's time I start sharing. If those things happen, I'm going to share that with you so you can see, you know, like the reasoning, the thinking, and just we can spend time together just hanging out and BS, and I can entertain you guys. Because I can also be a funny mofo too when I want to be. I'm just right now, it's hard in the last like month or two. If you guys probably haven't noticed, it's just been maybe even the last year, ever since my daughter told me she wanted to move to Oklahoma. It might have been a gap where I was feeling really good, but as the time frame came closer that I knew she had to leave, I could see my attitude or my demeanor, myself changing, and not like I'm becoming this bad person, I'm doing bad things, or I'm becoming this depressed person. I just could notice there were slight changes in my mood, my attitude, how I felt, my drive, my happiness or sadness levels, like everything was affected. The closer it got time to taking her, and then now that she's been gone, I can see that I think that I underestimated its effect or tried not to let it hit me as hard as it is, which may be making it worse. I don't know, but I'm getting over it. So appreciate you guys letting me blab and yap at you guys for an hour straight. So thank you guys. I just wanted to make sure you guys and gals know what's going on. Share the video, smash the like button, leave a comment. If you get a chance, watch the older stuff, leave a comment, like on that stuff. It really helps, and it might actually light a fire under the YouTube algorithm. Even if I only have 5 or 10 of my guys, the viewers watching the older stuff, but you're consistently going through watching and engaging, and then I get other random views from it. The algorithm might pick one of them up. You never know. But the point is that I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm going to have another giveaway coming soon. So big thank you to all my members and subscribers. We're almost at 2K, so we're going to have a big positive happy shindig for that. And I'm looking at the silver lining. So out of this door closing potentially, because we're not sure what's going to happen yet, I'm just going to adapt and overcome. That's the name of the game. So thanks for watching Common Sense Fishing tonight. It's just going to be a short live stream. For the next couple of weeks, it could be anywhere from an hour, might roll the whole 3 hours. Depends on how many people we get on, how interactive yes, venting does help. How interactive we are, how much is going on that night with me. I like to actually do the 3 hour where we're just rolling, having a good time. I don't like to eat so much of my life up, but I actually like it when we get a lot of people on and we could just go all night about crazy fun shit. It's awesome. But and even if there's only 3 or 4 or 5 of you guys on, I appreciate hanging out. As long as there's one person there just to chat with and talk with, it's almost like a two-way therapy session, right? You guys hopefully get some entertainment, you get some news caught up, and you also maybe get some reflection on what's going on with me, might help in your life. Don't know. But and also maybe occasionally some tips and tricks right here and there that I try to throw in, and some good times. Put a smile on your face, sprinkle in some jokes, right? What did the no, can't say that, but I was gonna say, what did this guy say to that guy when he walked in the bar? And I can't even say what did this guy was and the other guy was, right? You get canceled quick. So, oh no, you can't even say a guy and a guy. It's a Z and a Zer walked in a bar, and I'm still in trouble. Dang it, nobody walked in the bar. Okay, joke's over right now. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna jump off tonight. We're gonna get off early, and we'll see you guys on the next one. So, but just let everybody know if you get a chance, share the video so people are aware what's going on. Also, like I said, the biggest thing you guys can do is kind of like asking for a review if you think you did a good job at a customer's house. Hey, if you get a chance, go watch some of the older stuff. Drop a like, drop a comment. And Ray, I've seen you been doing that, so thank you. Lucas, take care, everybody. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Like I said, we're gonna have another giveaway, so pay attention for that one. And everyone who's won on the last one, I got the names. I erased the whiteboard, but I've got all the names written down. I'm gonna get everything out. It's just been hectic. So everybody who won and has been waiting, you're gonna get a special little bonus. And to say thank you for sticking around and apologize for being a little late. So it's been a hectic last month or two, I'll tell you what. So, anyways, thanks for watching. You guys have a good night. We'll catch you on the next one. Tight lines, everybody.